My current package is 10 LPA. I am looking for plant costing and budget. Speaking about company specific, I was checking about who is the current MD, who is the CEO, what is the net profit of the company, what are their main operating activities.
To share any of the questions those were specifically asked to you?
In BPCL interview, ma'am, I would have changed one question. I would have answered it in a different way. I think my not getting selected in BPCL was.
Good afternoon to all of you. Hello, this is CMA Neha Shah. I'm happy to share another video with all of you. In this video, we are having CMA Subham Singh with us. He has completed his CMA in December 2024. Right now, he is working in CEAT Limited. Did his internship with us at HSCL. And apart from that, I know him personally, so he was a very qualified person to get this job. So I thought to take his interview so that he can share the insights of campus with all of you, because he got his job from campus placement, right, Shubham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Hello,
so
ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
kindly give a brief introduction of yours, Shubham, to all of us.
Hello, everyone. Hi, ma'am. My name is Subham Singh. To be specific, CMA Subham Singh.
Yes.
Completed CMA in December 24. Did my colleging and all in Kolkata only, from Kolkata University. Before completing my CMA, I have completed my training. First of all, I joined a CMA firm. Then I got an opportunity to join HSCL, which is a subsidiary of NVCC, where I worked under Neha ma'am only, uh, where I got to learn a lot uh, about working culture and how the bookkeeping is done and everything. My core basic learning was HSCL only. After that, I gave my CMA exams in December 24, and later on, I got a chance to join Coal India. There, I also worked for 5 to 6 months as a trainee only, and currently, I'm working in CEAT Ltd, where I got placed in campus placement.
Okay, nice introduction, Shubham. We are jumping into the topic. What is your current package? Please share with all of us so that people get motivated.
My current package is 10 LPA. If you want, I can break it up.
Yes, of course.
9 lakh is my package, and 1 lakh was joining bonus, and out of 9, 10% was variable part.
Okay, right now, currently you're posted at Nagpur.
Currently, I'm working in a plant of CEAT Limited only.
And what is your job profile there?
I am looking for plant costing and budgeting in plant finance.
Okay, means you are doing your core costing. Talking about the preparation strategy, definitely, which will help other students as well. How did you do your preparation for campus placement after clearing your CMA?
Since ma'am, I have given my campus placement from Kolkata, so there is a privilege for Kolkata student. They get a lot of time for preparing, which Delhi students and Mumbai student doesn't get, just because after pre-placement, their campus placement starts, and for us, after all over India's Kolkata's placement is done on the last, so we get a lot of time. And for preparing, I generally focused on my studying part, which I have studied, uh, like costing, taxation, FM, or and most important Indies. And later on, when I got shortlisted in the company, when I got shortlisted in the different companies, then I searched for those companies' net profit and what are their core working operating activities and all. This was about.
Okay, nice briefing by you, शुभम. बट थोड़ा डिटेल में बात करें, क्योंकि बच्चों को एग्जाम्स खत्म हो चुके हैं. नाउ दे आर मोस्टली फोकस अबाउट द कैंपस बिकॉज दे वांट टू गेट अ गुड पैकेज जॉब. ठीक है, तो डिटेल में बात करें तो प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रेटेजी में तुमने खुद की पढ़ाई करी. वॉट एवर यू हैव लर्न, यू जस्ट वेंट थ्रू एवरीथिंग. अब नाउ
Yes.
बात करते हैं क्वेश्चन में. सीएट इज अ टायर मेकिंग इंडस्ट्री, राइट, कंपनी.
Yes.
सो
Correct.
यहाँ पे आपका जो जॉब प्रोफाइल है दैट्स अ कोर कॉस्टिंग. ओके, सो जब आपका इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल था, सो व्हाट वाज द प्रोसेस यू वेंट थ्रू फॉर द इंटरव्यू? सो उसकी आप थोड़ी ब्रीफिंग दीजिए.
Speaking about my preparation during after getting shortlisted in CEAT, since I was having interview of BPCL just one day before only. So the talking about my core knowledge, I was studying for both the companies. I was studying for the same thing only, FM, costing, finance, index, and all. I was studying same only. And speaking about company specific, I was checking out who is the current MD, who is the CEO, what is the net profit of the company, what are their main operating activities, what are their investing activities. I was searching for that also. Did they get any government benefit this year or not?
Fine.
Since
Hmm.
BPCL was a PSU, so I was searching whether they got any government subsidy or any scheme in this budget. Budget was a very important part since I gave my interview in May, so budget was announced in April. So budget was a very important part.
Hmm.
All this I went through whether the company has won any award or not in last few years. They have been awarded with
Means
any
you
project.
have did a lot of homework before appearing because you have already got your company's name that those have
Yes.
shortlisted you, right? So that's
Yes.
why you have did all of your homeworks, as you said that you have just went through all of the, I mean, financial also you have went through the last year's financial that have been published by the company. Second,
Yes, ma'am.
you checked the share market, the happenings, the news of those companies, everything you have checked before appearing for the
Yes, ma'am.
interview. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
One of my
Annual report
friend,
reading.
yes, one of my friend was asked during his interview, what is the share price of that company right now in the market? So, I can recall those moments during my interview days. If you want to share any of the questions, those were specifically asked to you by the interviewers, technical basically.
Currently, I could not recall all questions, but few of them I
Yes,
remember
definitely.
still now. The first question, which was actually there were two rounds of mine. First round was held by a GM of finance, and second round VP of finance, vice president of finance. The first round was held. He asked me about DuPont analysis. What do you understand by DuPont analysis? Then he asked me about average receivables formula, and he gave me numbers. He asked me to calculate average receivable on that point only. He asked me about margin of safety, break even point, and after that asking all bookish language, he asked me what did I did in HSCL. After listening to that, he gave me a situation and asked me, he upon your experience, apply standard costing over here. This was the first round, and the second round was mostly I was asked about India's only, India's 16, India's 36. Uh, CEAT has also won a award, Deming Grand Award and Deming Award. He also asked about those awards. What do you think winning this award would be in this Indian market? This much question I remember.
After your explanation, I got to know there were two rounds. And how many qualified CMAs appeared for the interview?
For first round, total 9 students appeared.
Hmm.
Among them, three were yeah, rank holders, and the rest six were not rank holders, but first appearance passed out student. And in
Okay.
the second round, I was the only one who appeared for it.
On the second round, you were the only, I mean, qualified CMA who have been selected among
Yes,
all
for
known, all nine CMAs.
yes. Later on, after joining the company, I came to know if I would have not cleared the second round, they would have
Hmm.
gone to Delhi and taken another person, as they were not happy with all other persons.
Okay, means you good to hear, Shubham. Good to hear that you have did your best because you have did a good homework. Definitely. Do you think your practical training helped you in during your, I mean, campus placement interviews throughout all the interviews wherever you have appeared?
Yes, ma'am. My practical training helped me a lot because in every company I was asked, most of the questions were asked from my practical training only. Since I have worked in PSU and I appeared for two PSUs interview, they were all asking for about the how PSUs work and what are their working culture, what are the projects I were handling and everything.
Okay, so
So I
just
said my core was HSCL only. I learned a lot which I applied over there.
So that's good to hear. Means, can you just brief two, three questions, just random questions, so that the students who are willing to join PSUs, they will have a knowledge also.
Since ma'am, I remember one question. Since you know that we were handling measurement books, we used to see what was the
Yes.
budget. What was the budget, and since the engineers who are working on the site, they are putting how much amount of cement, how much we used to uh, see if they are working according to the budget or not. If they are not working to the budget, we used to withhold their money. We used to cut their money since they are out of budget, and standard they are out of standards. So this was all I used to apply over there. So they asked me, they gave me a situation, how would I apply it over here using those knowledge. So all this was
तो अब स्ट्रैटेजी पे आते हैं. आपने प्रिपरेशन में जो जो पढ़ाई करी सब आपने फिर से गो थ्रू किया. तो देयर वर फ्यू कोर थिंग्स जहाँ पे आपने ज्यादा फोकस किया, तो उन सबको इफ यू वांट टू शेयर देन प्लीज शेयर इट.
uh, जैसे मैम स्पेसिफिकली स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग के ऊपर बताऊं तो स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग वाज द मेन पार्ट, marginal costing was the main part, because these two chapters are the main questions where questions are coming from, main areas where questions are coming from. Later on moving to FM, they are not asking whole FM. They are just moving to a specific parts. Like in BPCL, I remember I was asked from this equity. I was asked from some questions from equity also. How to
Equity
some
as if
they asked me cost of capital formula. They asked me
okay,
WACC. They asked me. They were not asking that much tough questions. They were sticking to the
basic
basics only,
questions. Hmm.
whether I remember basics or not.
Hmm.
Uh, Next, taxation. In GST, they asked me about forms and all their due dates, and in direct taxation, they asked me about TDS rates. The recent amendments were very important because they were asking only questions from the recent amendments. They were not going through everything. Those were amended in the recent budget. They were asking from there only. And important indices which everyone knows that these are very important, like 16, 36, 12 in income tax. All these are very important indices which I marked and I went through it.
Okay. So we have talked about the technical round. Now talking about the soft skills. So before appearing for the interview, have you worked on your soft skills? Just give a brief
uh,
about.
I worked on my soft skill. Many a times I used to record these types of videos, and I used to see myself how I'm answering to it, whether I'm giving
Correct.
a smile, a soft smile during the whole process or not, whether I'm eye contacting with myself only. In the panel, there many people are sitting. As I went through two PSU's interviews, there 8 people were sitting,
What
so
are
we
those? What
cannot.
the one you have mentioned BPCL? Another was
NRL, Numaligarh Refinery Limited, for which I went to Bhubaneswar. Hmm.
okay. One
So
of
they,
our intern also got that, right?
yes, ma'am, my friend Mehta.
Mehta was also in yes interning with us. Okay, yes.
Yes. So the in the panel, ma'am, total 8 to 9 members were sitting. We cannot eye contact with all of them. So I was maintaining a body posture, which I'm currently maintaining now also. I used
Hmm.
to sit straight and I used to eye contact with the same person with whom I'm contacting. And
Correct.
many a time I used to do the power posture of my hand, so that may lot hand movements or many a time distracts interviewer also. So I used to sit and record this and see later on what are the improvement I should make.
Correct, correct. This is very good advice that you have given, that record yourself and then check how you have performed well. Keep a note of few questions and just answer the way that you have been asked somewhere these
Yes.
questions. So one of the advice I also want to give rather, that during my interview times, what I used to do, like I used to stand in front of the mirror. Many of the people must have told you this. Like I used to
Yes.
stand in front of the mirror. I used to give myself a particular topic. It could be any topic. Like how was my day, talking about what was that situation I went through. I used to give few topics to me, and I used to talk in front of the mirror without thinking about the grammars, whether it will be correct or not. Yes, of course, keeping in the mind that vocabs I should remember, that what vocabs I should be using. Now, the coming to the end of this interview, like HR round, did you face any HR round?
No,
This
ma'am, I didn't face any HR round. The questions were asked by GM only, whether I am happy to travel whole India or not, whether I am likely to move to places of plants or not. Those questions were asked by our GM only.
okay, okay. Means there were no specific HR round.
Yes.
So, if you have given one more chance to sit for one particular uh, company's interview, so what you have changed in your interview
In
experience?
in
Yes,
BPCL interview, ma'am, I would have changed one question. I would have answered it in a different way. I think my not getting selected in BPCL was that reason only. Since in BPCL, one ma'am asked me if you had a quarrel with your manager, and
Querel with. Okay.
uh, and at evening he asked you to give a data.
Hmm.
At evening you asked him to give you a data, and he
Hmm.
said I will give later on, and the same thing continued for a week, and you didn't get the data. What will
Hmm.
you do? So I said I will go and personally meet him and ask him to give me the data. So she said, no, he is not giving you the data. He is every day saying, okay, I will give you, but he is not giving you the data. So I said,
Deviating from.
I will level up and go to another level and ask that person that he is not giving you me the data. So the interviewer ma'am said, oh, okay, means it you will go and complain. I am not complaining, just I am going a level up. So she is saying, so there a little bit question up and down went through between ma'am and me. So I think I would have changed that part. I would have
So
got
what
selected
would
in
he? What
BPCL.
you would have answered if now that question again being asked to you?
If that question would have been asked to me now, I would be giving answer. I will go and meet that person and ask him, is there any problem?
Hmm.
We should together and we should clarify
The,
it now only, rather than going a level
to
up
the
and
seniors,
ask.
yes.
Yes,
Yes,
to the
that
seniors.
that is being considered as a complaint, definitely. Of course, in future, if actually this kind of a situation happens, now you know what you have to do. And one last question I want to ask you, like, can you give some sources from where students can do their preparations?
Thank you. Since ma'am, I would like to give two advices. One
Hmm.
thing, after clearing exam, we get very relaxed. I was also very relaxed. But
Hmm.
one thing I used to maintain that during my study time, I every day used to follow a discipline that I will study for at least 8 hours. And after clearing exam, I followed a discipline that I will study at least every day for 2 hours. The same thing which I studied for my CMA. This is the first advice. Maintain the discipline. And the second advice, which you asked, the places where we should read. The first is the budget, which is being released by the government, the recent budget that you should follow. The annual reports which you will be getting from the company specific, and for our core, you should be going through our books only, and the amendment part you should be searching it through internet. For me, Chat GPT and Gemini was very helpful. They gave me much insights. Many questions were answered by them also. My doubts were also answered by them. So all these are enough and helpful.
Okay, thank you, Shubham. It was a great, insightful video that you have shared with us, and we are going to share to all of the viewers. Thank you, and I wish you best of luck for your future endeavors. सब कुछ अच्छा रहे और आगे और भी grow करो तुम अपने life में. Thank you.
Thank
Any
you, ma'am.
few good words for me?
Ma'am, learned a lot of things from you. My practical training, my core basic was built by you only. Every day I used to come office, you used to give me work. That time I used to think how much work I have to do. The alone man, I am doing so much work. But now I am thinking if I would have not done that, the current pressure which I am handling, I would not match up to that level. The current pressure, I am handling it very calmly. So thank you to you first of all. And the second thing which you were there, that you were ready to teach me. The first thing, I was very happy that you are ready to teach me everything. You taught me everything from the basic, that this is the way you have to do, and why we are doing. You also told me the reason behind it, why we are doing this. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shubham, for this much of good words. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share the videos with all of your friends. They'll have an idea about how they should be preparing for their campus placements. Thank you, Shubham. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.